Hey everyone, this is JK. So today I would like to take a small topic about Azure Virtual Machine states. So there are mainly three types of states available. The state means basically the status, what exactly the VM is doing inside our Azure portal. For example, like if it is running or if it is in a stopped state or stopped deallocated state. This is a state actually I'm referring to. So many people think like stopping a VM saves money, but it is not like that. Okay, just if they stop from the OS point of view, you will not get any major savings. Okay, so there is some concept called deallocation. So you need to be very much clear what exactly is the difference between just stopped, and what exactly is stopped and deallocated. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the portal and go to the virtual machine blade, and let's see what exactly I'm trying to say here. Okay, so we already have a virtual machine created, and you can see the VM is currently running fine without an issue, and you can see this is the particular size of this VM D2SV3, which is actually 2 CPU and 8 GB memory, and it is having a public IP address, and we only have one single disk, which is the operating system disk. Now let me just RDP to the server. Okay, so I have RDP to the server, and you can see this is 2025 data center edition, new version of server, and you can see the public IP. I used it to RDP to the server, which is just exactly same what we seen here, 40.121.6.7. Okay, so now as I mentioned, currently it is showing running. Okay, so let me just shut down this VM from here. Click on start and go to the shutdown option. See, basically it is same for whatever Linux. If you are going with the Linux for this particular demo, it is exactly same. Okay, just the shutdown matters here. Okay, so if you're going through a Linux platform for this demo, same, you can just shut down the same thing from your Linux off flavor as well. Okay, so let me refresh here. It will be soon changed to a different state. Okay. Okay, after waiting for a few seconds, now it's showing as status has stopped. Okay, now you need to understand here what exactly happened. So we just shut down the machine from the operating system point of view. Okay, so it is just showing as stopped state. Okay, if you refresh here, you will be seeing stop state here. That means clearly you need to understand here we are still paying money to cloud. Okay, still we are not paying money for the compute resources, definitely for the disk resources, and also for the public IP. Okay, so normally definitely we are giving charges for the disk. So if it is in a stopped state, we still paying money to the cloud, and the reason behind this is the compute resources allocated to this particular virtual machine is still not released from your account or subscription. That is the reason. Okay, so stopped will not help you to save money. If you want to save the money, you need to think about stop and deallocated, that you need to done from Azure portal or through command lines. Okay, so let's see what it will happen when you just click on stop again. Okay, that's the reason actually the stop button is still available for you to do an action. Okay, so if you click on stop, it will again perform the stopping of this virtual machine, and it will change, the status will change it to stop deallocated. Okay, so initially when the VM is running, you seen the status is running. Then when we just stop, when we just shut down from the operating system, it got changed to stopped. And now what is happening, it is entirely stopping the virtual machine from the portal, and in the backend it is also deallocating. That is the main point here. Okay, so it is deallocating the compute resources from this particular virtual machine. You can see the status got changed to stopped, plus in the bracket it is clearly mentioning deallocated. That means the compute resources in this scenario, this particular size, which is using 2 CPU 8 GB of memory, got released. Okay, this particular size got released from your machine, and it taken back to the Azure. They're taken back. Okay, and now you only need to pay for the disk charge. Okay, disk charge definitely you need to pay, even if it is running or stopped deallocated, whatever scenario, you definitely need to pay the disk. So we are still paying for the disk because it is kind of a storage. Okay, so data, everything is saved here. Okay, but compute and other kind of resources, memory, CPU, everything, it is getting released when we are deallocating. Okay, and also you need to pay for any other resources like a public IP. See here, still public IP is associated. Okay, because there are a couple of types of public IP available. So this public IP will be mostly a standard SKU. Okay, if you click on that, the model or the type, you will be seeing we reached the public IP page, and you can see this is standard and all. Definitely we need to pay, so that also will get charged. Okay, so whenever if you're planning for cost optimization by shutting down the VM, it will not work. You need to come in the portal and you need to just stop the mission and make sure it is showing stop deallocated, so you are actually saving some money on the compute charge. Okay, I will show you an image here so that it will be easy for you to get a clarity. Okay, so this is showing the 3 states of the VM. Okay, so one is running. If the VM is running, definitely it will be showing running, and the next one is stopped state, when the VM is just shut down from the operating system side. Okay, and stop deallocated is the exact deallocation what we done from Azure portal by stopping. Okay, stopping the VM from the portal. It is showing the exact difference between these three. Okay, so it is showing the compute charge. Yes, it is billed when it is running, and even when it is stopped also it is showing yes, billing is happening in the back, and that means it is taking the charge for the compute. Okay, but if you stopped and deallocated, no, it is not at all billing. You are saving some money over there. Okay, for the OS disk, data disk, everything, it is same, because as I mentioned, disk and all, even though if you just stopped or deallocated or whatever state, it is still taking the money for you. Okay, so if you're looking for a long term cost saving option, you need to definitely go with the stopped deallocated. Okay, so I will come up with some other video very soon. Thank you.